in the Cornhusker State, Nebraska. This game will be played on the turf of Memorial Stadium. It's a snowy evening here for this game between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. And here come the Longhorns. Yes, it's the Lone Star Showdown. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, set to bring you another exciting game in this storied rivalry between these two Big 12 schools. The Longhorns are very confident coming into this one. They are definitely the favorites in my book, Kirk.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one, Brad. Texas A&M is going to have a tough time defending this rushing attack and this running back. It's very important that they shut him down and keep the ball out of his hands if they expect to have a chance in this game.
I agree with you, and I'm going to tell you why. Texas A&M does not have the talent up front defensively to stop their running game. Kirk, the only way they have a chance to win this game is to force turnovers. Even then, I don't think it's going to be enough for them to win.
Thank you, guys. The team captains are on the field, and this game is about to get underway. We'll see how these two teams play in this game as they prepare for the opening kickoff. Kicks it off. Number 23 fields it in the end. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Texas comes out with an I formation. Handoff up the middle. Walker brings him down at the 23. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on their own 23. The Longhorns line up with 2 tight ends. Back to pass. He steps up. He lets it go. And got him! And he's all the way down to the 37. This quarterback doesn't seem to be having any trouble with his own, does he?
He recognized the receiver was behind the coverage, and he found him with a perfect strike. That's nice passing for a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 37. Texas lines up in a shotgun set. They'll throw on first down. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. Texas lines up with 3 receivers. Setting up the play action. Picks it off. And a fantastic individual effort on that one, Coach.
Kirk reminds you a lot of alley ball.
Yeah, Coach, I agree. It kind of reminds me of backyard football. You know, when you kind of bait that quarterback, hoping he tosses it up, so when the ball's released, you just step up and make the interception.
They'll set up shop at the 19. They'll work from the shotgun. Here's the option. He can run. He pitches it way downfield. He's knocked out of bounds. What a run.
Man, this kid can flat out fly. A lot of kids are fast, but there's not many guys out there that can run as fast as this kid in pads holding on to the football.
I agree with you, Lee, and he has such a natural running style.
First and 10. Ball on their own 40. Number 1 lines up as a single back. He drops back. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. They got heavy pressure on him that time.
Boy, you better believe it. The penetration got there, and boom, he went down.
Yeah, that pocket just collapsed right on top of the quarterback.
It's second down and a long ways to go. Ball on the 34-yard line. From the gun. James drops back to pass. Complete. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
Third down, 15. Ball on the 35-yard line. They come out with 4 wide out. James back to pass. Steps up. Wants to throw outside. He catches it with one hand. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
It's first and 10. Ball right around midfield. Texas A&M comes out with 3 receivers bunch. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
Second and 10. Ball right around midfield. Number 1, the lone back. James will hand it off. And he's taken down at the 38-yard line. What a huge run.
Remember, this kid can fly. You saw in that run how he just took off and left everybody else looking like they got lead in their shoes.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 38. The Longhorns line up in a nickelback. James drops back on first down. So it's second and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive. Single set backfield. Gets the ball. No, they fake. It falls incomplete. He needed a little more touch on his throw.
He's got to take a deep breath, relax, and just play a little pitch and catch out there. Don't be anxious, kid.
It's third down and 10. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. The Longhorns bring in their dime package. James back to throw. Under heavy pressure. And they got it. They came after him hard there.
Yeah, they sure did. And Lee, I think the quarterback felt that pressure coming from every direction.
Kirk, as I've always said, the best way to keep the pressure down and to help the quarterback is to run screens and draws.
So they're set to punt this one away. Number 20 punts it, and it's a good one. Johnson signals for a fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Texas lines up in a double tight set. Fullback on the inside give. Walker with a takedown at the 24. The fullback gains about 4 yards there. Second and 6. Ball on their own 24. The Longhorns come out in the ace formation. They keep it on the ground on the tailback. And down he goes. 6 yards on the carry. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. Number 2 lines up in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's going left. Found his man, and he's taken down. How about that reception, Lee?
A good throw, plus a nice catch, and some good blocking equals to a chunk of yards. That's exactly what you practice all the time, Brad.
1st and 10. Ball on the 49. Number 23 is the single setback. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And they couldn't hook up on that one. And the wideout had trouble holding on there.
And I'll tell you what, he was holding on for dear life there. I don't think he was concerned about the ball too much on that play. Nah.
So it's 2nd and 10. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. Number 23, the lone back. Here's the give. And down he goes. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's 3rd down and 8 to go. This is the 6th play of this drive. The Aggies bring in the nickel package. They'll run the option. And he's taken down at the 45-yard line. And that won't be enough for the 1st down.
Great job here by the defense in shutting down the run. That's a real boost for this team.
Fourth and 6. Ball on the 45-yard line.
They send out the punting unit.
Walker back deep to return.
He gets it off. Number 33 calls for the fair catch. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the coach gave his offense quite a speech before he sent them out there.
And let's not forget, they had some things clicking the last time out. He's probably just reminding them to finish the job this time.
They'll get the ball here at the 20-yard line. James is back in the gun. He steps up. He somehow comes up with it. The quarterback broke down the coverage on that one. 1st down.
When you drop back to pass and see zone, it's a matter of you and the receiver getting on the right page and finding the right window to put the ball through.
Hey, Kirk, that's probably what you did playing in the backyard, right? But you broke a lot of windows, I bet you.
Texas brings in the nickel here. And down he goes. The quarterback gets a couple on the draw play. It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 48-yard line. The Aggies come out in the shotgun. James drops back, throws it to the outside. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. He just couldn't find the handle.
That poor kid looked like he was trying to catch a greased pig.
Easy, Scooter. At least he kept the receiver from making the play.
It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 48. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. He drops back. Here comes the pressure. Incomplete pass. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
It's 4th down now, and we'll see the punt team. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 34 signals for a fair catch, and it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The offense comes back on the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
They had something going, but were unable to get any points.
They'll take over at the 20-yard line. They line up in an I. They'll throw on first down. Steps up. And it falls incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete. Number 1, the intended receiver on the play.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 20. The Longhorns set up in the gun. Bad snap. He's got to throw it in a hurry. It's broken up. Coach, you made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 20. The Longhorns line up in an I formation. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Incomplete. He just let his wide out a little too much that time.
Intended receiver on the play. Fourth and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
It's fourth down, and the punt team lines up.
Number 2, back to return.
Number 2 punts it, and he didn't get much distance on it. And this one's going to go out of bounds at the 39-yard line. The defense did a good job against them the last time they had the ball, forcing the punt.
But remember, they had given up quite a few yards before forcing that punt. They might not be so lucky this time.
They'll start this drive at the 39. They'll go with the fullback, and he's taken down. Nothing going on that one. And so we've reached the end of quarter number 1, and we're all tied up. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. Number 1 is the single setback. Nice play fake. Here they come, and down he goes. They put the pressure on, and it paid off.
Well, his protection just simply broke down, and if that continues, this quarterback's going to have a long day.
Third and 14 coming up here. Ball on the 43-yard line. The Longhorns line up with 6 defensive backs. James drops to throw. He steps up. He throws it. He got him. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. And they got burned deep on that one, my friend.
I'll tell you what, my friend, that quarterback has a killer instinct. He saw a hole in the defense and immediately he attacked it.
And he tacks on the extra point. Over 6 minutes remain here in the second quarter. And the score, Texas A&M 7, Texas nothing. Number 13 looks ready to kick this one off.
Texas A&M is lined up for the kickoff.
Number 23 fields it at the 7. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
Texas
They'll go to work at the 27-yard line.
The 27-yard line. First and 10.
One-man backfield. On the ground with the tailback. And down he goes. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on the 29-yard line. Texas comes out with 2 tight ends. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down. That's a 3-yard pickup.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third and 5. Ball on the 32.
32-yard line.
They line up in an I. Play action, throws it deep downfield. And that one's fallen incomplete. Well, that was an impressive stand by the defense.
3 good defensive plays equals punt. Nice job, guys.
Fourth and 5. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Texas ready to punt this one away. Number 2 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 2 fields it at the 19. Picked up some good, solid yardage on that return.
Yo, that's not good for the old net punting average either.
First and 10.
They'll get the ball here at the 34. Going with the shotgun here. James drops back to pass. And it's incomplete. He had it, but he couldn't hang on to it.
You know, there's really no excuse for that either. He needs to make that catch, Coach.
I agree 100% with you.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 34. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. James back to pass. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
Third and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. James with 4 wide receivers. James set to go to the air. And the coach is talking to his quarterback after that quick 3 and out. He missed on all his passes and really seemed out of sync with his receivers. Number 69 back deep to return. Number 20 punts it, and it's a good one. Number 69 fields it at the 19. A good return there, guys.
I'll tell you what, the blocking was tremendous on that play, Coach.
You're absolutely right. He made some good moves, but the blocking was solid.
They'll set up shop at the 29-yard line. Number 23 alone in the backfield. They'll throw on first down. Steps up. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. Good pressure there, guys.
Yeah. Good pressure and good blitz by the safety. He comes in uncontested.
Yeah, he showed good athleticism there and getting to the quarterback. That's a great play by the defense.
It's second down and a long ways to go. Ball on their own 23. Number 23 is the deep back as they line up in the I. He drops back. He's looking for his man. Oh, what an interception. And that was their second interception of the game. First and 10. Ball on their own 43. They come out with a big set. James on play action. He's all the way down to the 32. That'll get some good yardage for the receiver.
This kid is one heck of a wideout. He's the guy you got to get the ball to as much as you can because he can do things that make you say, whoa.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 32. Texas brings in their nickel package. They'll throw on first down under heavy pressure, and they get the sack. They just got to the quarterback for the fourth time today.
This offensive line has to be able to protect the quarterback better. They're giving up sacks left and right.
Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line. The Aggies come out showing 3 wide. Back to pass. Once and all, going deep. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Here's a third and long situation. Ball on the 42. Texas lines up in a dime defense here. Drops back to pass. He's going left. Well, he tried to thread the needle with that pass.
Well, here the quarterback makes a poor decision throwing into coverage. Needs to look at his progression and find the second and third receiver.
And they're ready to punt this one away. Number 20 punts it, and it's a good one. Johnson calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Great job by the defense last time forcing the pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few runs here by the offense to start things off.
They'll take over at the 20.
First and 10.
The Longhorns come out in the ace formation. They'll give it off here. Little shake and bake move, and down he goes. 10-yard pickup on the play.
Gain of 10 on the play.
Second and less than a yard. Ball on the 30-yard line. Texas comes out with 2 tight ends. And he's taken down, and the fullback plows ahead for maybe a yard. It's first and 10. Ball on the 30. High formation here. A little misdirection. And down he goes. And they pick up 9 there.
9-yard gain on the play.
Second and 1 coming up here. Ball on the 39. Texas comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He's going left. And it's caught down the sideline. To the 10. He's all the way. Touchdown. They hooked up for the big play.
The coaches do a good job of getting this receiver the ball. They designed plays specifically for him, like the one we just saw.
And the end results are huge chunks of yardage and touchdowns.
And he hits the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the second quarter, our score is Texas 7, Texas A&M 7. Texas is ready to kick it away. Number 3 and number 14 deep to return. Number 14 fields it at the 1. And now we'll see the offense come out of the field for their next possession. They'll go to work at the 19-yard line. Texas A&M lines up in a shotgun set. He drops back. Throws it to the outside. Boy, did he zip that ball in there.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of quarterbacks out there that can make this throw. He delivers this one right where it has to be. Great arm strength.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 33. Texas brings in their nickel package. They'll throw on 1st down. Throws this one out to the right. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. They line up in an I. James steps back to pass. His receiver has it, and he's taken down. And they get the 1st down on that completion, Coach.
That was a very nice 1st down conversion. The key to that play was the fact that the quarterback had plenty of time to look downfield.
First and 10. Ball right around midfield. The Longhorn line up in a nickelback. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 48. The Longhorn bring in the nickel package. He'll dump this one off. Complete, and down he goes. The Aggies call for a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. 3rd and 2, and this is the 6th play of the drive. The Aggies line up in a goal line formation. Throws it to the outside, and he's taken down. Texas A&M takes a timeout. That was their 2nd timeout. It's 1st and 10, and this is the 7th play of the current drive. They'll work from the shotgun. James drops back. He's going right. Caught, and he's tackled. The wideout comes up with a spectacular play.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach, I put a big circle around that play so I can remember to call that one again. Good call.
They'll throw on 1st down. Steps up in the pocket. It falls incomplete. He just couldn't get to that one.
Well, he looked to be a little excited back there in the pocket. May have rushed things a little bit. Needs to be a little bit more patient, step up, make the throw.
So it's 2nd and 10. This is the 9th play of this drive. James comes to the line with 3 wide. High snap as he works from the gun. Great coverage, and it's intercepted. Looks like the quarterback was rattled by that pressure.
Well, let me tell you, the best ones will sit there and take a hit and make the throw. This kid's got to stand there if he wants those passes completed to his team, not the other.
Let's look at that one again.
Oh, this is a textbook interception. Watch how he jumps to catch the ball at its highest point. That's exactly how they teach you to do it.
They'll start this drive at the 5-yard line.
First and 10.
Number 23 is the single setback. He steps up, and it's caught. And down he goes at the 10. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
Second down and 5. Ball on the 10. The Longhorns come out in a 2 tight end set. And we've got a tie ball game here, folks, and we pause for halftime. We're ready to start the second half as the teams are lined up for the kickoff. He sends this one deep. Number 3 fields it in the end zone. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll set up shop at the 17. They line up in the shotgun. They'll throw on first down. Found his man. He's all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's first and 10. Ball on the 44. Number 1, the lone back, James, back to throw. He's under some heat, and they bring him down for a sack on the play. That gives this defense 5 sacks on the day. Second and long coming up here. Ball on their own 38. James set to go to the air. Steps up. Going deep on the left side. And they couldn't hook up on that one. A little too much juice on that one.
This quarterback sometimes gets a little bit too excited back there and tries to put too much on it. He's got to relax and just make a good throw.
Passing situation here on 3rd and long. Ball on the 38. The Longhorns line up in a nickel back. Back to pass. Throws this one out to the right. His receiver has it, and he's taken down. Just short of the first down, guys.
Boy, big play there by the offense, but you have to put your head down and get the first down in that situation.
They send out the punting unit. He punts it. Johnson signals for a fair catch. And they'll down it at the 4-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll take over at the 7. The Longhorns come out in the shotgun. Taylor brings him down, and they pick up 2 yards.
Gain of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 9. Texas comes out with 2 tight ends. They hand it off. And down he goes. 4 yards on that play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on the 13. High formation here. Walker with a takedown at the 16. Not much going on that drive.
Nothing at all. But you got to give the defense credit. They really stepped it up.
It's fourth down now, and we'll see the punt team. Number 2 gets it off. Number 2 fields it at the 41. And they were lucky to prevent a big return there.
Yeah, it looked like he had his seam there, but a good job by the coverage team coming in and making the tackle.
They'll go to work at the 49. James lines up in the shotgun. James drops back on first down. His receiver has it. And he's taken down. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. James drops to throw. Looking. Throws this one out to the right. Incomplete. That would have been a tough catch for the wide receiver. So it's second and 10. Ball on the 31. Single set backfield. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Got it to his receiver. Kirk, what do you have for us?
Well, that catch put the receiver over 100 yards. He's been one of the quarterback's favorite targets all game long.
Six DBs in the lineup. James drops back on first down. And he goes over 100 on the day with that reception.
If you can get open and hold on to the passes, chances are you're going to have a good game. And that's exactly what this guy's been able to do today.
They've got all the big boys in for this one. The back gets 3 on the carry. Let's see if they can take this one in for 6. James with a nice play fake. And it's complete for the touchdown. So the tight end comes down with a big touchdown grab. Let's take another look at this pass.
Brad, this is what a good running game will do for you. It allows you to fake to your back and get the defense to bite hard like they do right here. Good execution and nice play call right here.
And he tacks on the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the score, Texas A&M 14, Texas 7. Texas A&M lines up for the kickoff. Number 23 and number 1 back to return. Number 1 takes it at the 8. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
They'll get the ball here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
High formation here. The counter broke away from 1, and down he goes. About 4 yards on the counter to the halfback.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 34. They line up in an I. They hand it off again. He jukes him, and he's taken down. A 5-yard pickup for the tailback.
5-yard gain on the play.
Third and 1. Ball on the 39. Number 2 comes to the line with 3 wide. On the ground with the tailback. He's hit and got away, and down he goes. They get about 5 yards from the halfback. It's first and 10. Ball on their own 44. The Longhorns come out in the ace formation. He'll get the call again. Makes a move. Breaks one. And he's taken down at the 46. A 10-yard gain.
10 on the play.
Here it is again. Second and less than a yard. Ball on the 46-yard line. Number 23 is the deep back as they line up in the I. Play action. Going deep. And it falls incomplete. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
Third down and short. This is the 6th play of this drive. Texas sets up in the I. Toss. He spins. Shakes off a tackle. And down he goes. They just keep moving the chain.
Bit by bit, my friend. It starts with the short pickups on first and second down, and then you get the rest on third down. In the process, you start to wear the defense down, and that's when you break the big one.
First and 10, and this is the 7th play of the current drive. The Longhorns line up with 2 tight ends, and they hit him in the backfield.
The defensive line was just too overpowering and didn't give the running back much of a chance there.
So that brings us to the end of the quarter, and at the end of 3, our score, Texas A&M 14, Texas 7. Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 41-yard line. The Longhorns come out showing 3 wide. On the ground, up the middle. And he's taken down. The fullback picks up about 3 yards on that carry.
3-yard gain on the play.
Third and 9. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. The Longhorns go with the I formation. He drops back. He's going left. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
Fourth and 9. Ball on the 38-yard line.
And this will be a very long field goal attempt. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And he missed it to the right.
Is no good. Texas A&M
They'll set up shop at the 38.
38-yard line. First and 10.
James lines up in the shotgun. He's going to throw it in a hurry. Looks. Finds his receiver. And down he goes.
That was a laser, Kirk. This guy has a huge arm.
Yeah, it's like he's throwing darts, but it's coming at about 86 miles an hour.
First and 10. Ball on the 44. They line up in a double tight set. Toss. And he's stopped behind the line.
Anytime a defense has their safeties coming up making plays behind the line of scrimmage, that tells the offense they've got to start throwing the ball downfield to keep them honest.
Second and 13 coming up here. Ball right around midfield. James on the option. He fakes a pitch, sheds that one, and he's taken down. And he gains around 3 on that keeper. It's third down and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. James with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. Lets it go. Complete. And down he goes. What do you think of this quarterback, Lee?
Well, he's got over 300 yards passing now, and what I like about him is his quick release. 1, 2, 3.
Texas brings in the nickel here. James steps back to pass. Throws this one out to the left. And that one's fallen incomplete. What a big defensive stop.
Boy, what a big play there. You're right, Brad. Let's hope this turnover on downs will ignite this offense.
They'll start this drive at the 37. Ace backfield. They're going to pitch it. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play. He didn't get much on that play at all.
Brad, the defense had that play read and sealed it off from the get-go.
Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on the 35. Texas lines up in a shotgun set. Drops back to pass. Rolling out to the right side. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Third down and 12. Ball on their own 35. Texas A&M brings in their nickel package. He drops back. He steps up, wants to throw outside. Got it. He's all the way down to the 38. Oh, my. What do you think of that one, Kirk?
Boy, I tell you what, the quarterback delivered a perfect pass on that play and gave them more than enough for the first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. The Longhorns come out in the ace formation, and he's taken down at the 36. Couple of yards there by the tailback on the counter. It's 2nd down and 8, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. Texas comes out with an I formation. Inside give, and down he goes. A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
1-yard gain on the play.
The defense will try to stop this 3rd down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. On the option right. Taylor brings him down, and a pickup of about 7. Let's see if the defense is ready for this one. Here he goes. The 5. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. That was a big-time run by a big-time player.
Boy, this running back just made the defense look really bad with that long touchdown run.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Texas 14, Texas A&M 14. Texas to kick this one off. Number 14 and number 3 set to return. Kicks it off. Number 14 takes it at the 4. Spins upfield. I don't think we'll see this offense get into a similar situation this time.
So you think they'll convert on 4th down if they go for it again?
Hey, why not? If you're having to go for it on 4th down a lot, you're not doing so hot, sweetheart.
They'll take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10.
Texas A&M lines up with 3 receivers. James back to pass. In and out of his hand.
Receiver on the play.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 25. Texas comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. Back to pass. Across the middle. It falls incomplete. Guys have caught a break on that one.
Wow, they missed a golden opportunity there. That kid was wide open, and he couldn't get it to him. Ouch.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 25-yard line. 3 wideouts here. Drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure, and there's a fumble. Recovered by the defense. And there's sack number 6 on the day.
Kirk, who's at fault here? The O-line for not blocking well, or the quarterback for not getting rid of the football?
I'd say you can blame both the offensive line and the quarterback, but don't forget about the receivers. They're not helping matters. They're not getting open, so you're seeing a lot of coverage sacks as well.
The Longhorns line up with 2 tight ends. Here's the give. Walker with a takedown at the 16-yard line. A 4-yard pickup by the fullback.
On the play.
Second and 6. Ball on the 16-yard line. They line up in a double tight set. They'll give it off here. A little juke. Walker brings him down at the 13. That's now 100 yards rushing on the day.
Brad, that's just hard-nosed running, and it gives them another solid day at the ballpark.
Congratulations to our Old Spice players of the game. Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. High formation here. Throws this one out to the right, and they couldn't hook up on that one.
Ball's incomplete. Number 69, the intended receiver on the play. Fourth and 3. Ball on the 13-yard line.
They'll call on the field goal unit here.
Attempt the field goal.
The kick is up, and it sails through the upright. And that field goal is going to put them on top.
Hey, Brad, you talk about clutch players? This kid is sensational.
Texas ready to kick this one off. Number 3 and number 14 back deep to return. Number 14 fields it in the end zone. The last time they had the ball, they gave it away on the fumble.
The old ball coach was not too happy about that either. I'd hate to see that if it happens again.
They'll get the ball here at the 17 from the gun. James set to go to the air. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 17. Nickel defense. James back to throw. He's looking down the middle. And he's taken down. The Aggies are going to take a timeout, and that was their first timeout. Third down and a yard. Ball on the 26. James comes to the line with 3 wide. James will throw for it. Here they come. Throws it to the outside. Couldn't haul it in. Fourth and short. Up the middle. And down he goes. Texas A&M calls a timeout. First and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. They'll throw on first down. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. Can this offense do anything to slow down this pass rush?
I think they need to make some adjustments with their pass protection. Maybe allow the backs to stay in the block because the quarterback is getting pounded back there.
Pounded for 7 sacks so far. And watch out. This defense might get him again.
Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on the 22. Single set backfield. James drops back to pass. He wants it all going long. And it falls incomplete. It looks like he overthrew him on that one.
I'll tell you, I think the quarterback got rid of that one too quickly, Kirk.
Well, Coach, you're right. They need to work on their timing a little bit more.
And again, they're going for it on 4th down. Number 1 lines up in a deep back, I formation. He drops back, steps up, lets it fly. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. Not much of a chance on that one.
Well, they had to go for it. We're at a point where there's not much time left, and you got to put it all on the line.
They'll go to work at the 22.
At the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this block. There's the kneel down by the quarterback. The Aggies call for a timeout, and that was their last timeout. Second and 11 coming up. Ball on the 23-yard line. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. And he takes a knee. So this rivalry will have to wait another year to renew their acquaintances. Was this one any different than previous years?
I'm going to tell you guys something. It doesn't matter what the record is. It doesn't matter who beats who the past few years. The only thing that matters is who focuses on a game and gets it done. And our winner did just that.
That concludes another game of NCAA Football 2004. Our final score, Texas 17, Texas A&M 14. So for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.